You do not feel safe about being in an airplane that's
Yeah, I never said that. I'll tell you what I said.
Black.
Yeah, I said if I see a black pilot, I'm going to hope that he's qualified.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Dave's Club. I'm glad you're here. Man, I got a good show for you today. A darn good show. I love videos like this because Charlie Kirk, he is the man. He is just so calm when he's taking apart these woke activists on these college campuses. In today's video, Charlie takes on a woke Asian student arguing for the merits of affirmative action. Let's roll the clip.
wow.
Yeah, but why do you think I said that?
You probably think that
You think I'm a racist?
I mean, like
But what could possibly possess me to say something like that?
you said something like you don't trust some.
Yeah, so let me tell you why I said that. United Airlines said that half their new pilots they're going to hire are people of color or women. What happened? Do you know that? That half of all their new pilots, currently it's 14%, they're going to go up to 50%. Every time affirmative action is employed, standards go down. So therefore, what affirmative action does, so for example, the Harvard case, the Department of Justice case, every single time we see affirmative action, standards go down, and if you put a prioritization on race, and a de-emphasis on competency, which is what United Airlines is doing.
Way to go, United Airlines, hiring on the basis of race, not on the basis of merit or competency.
So therefore I say, and then I go on in the video say, that's not who I am, that's not how I like to think, but affirmative action makes you think that way.
Okay, well,
Does that make a little more sense?
Yeah, but
Okay.
Here's the thing about affirmative action. I personally think affirmative action is great for literally in any way possible.
He thinks affirmative action is great, even though affirmative action discriminates against Asian people.
Let's just step aside the race thing. Like, I think
This is woke mind virus at work.
if I'm in like a learning community where it's all about learning, and I think diversity would help the critical thinking, and it's like actually proven by statistics.
Hold on, so do you mean racial diversity or ideological diversity?
Honestly, both. Because
Okay, but why does somebody's melanin content matter?
that is some question that has nothing. Because like
But you just said racial diversity makes learning more interesting. Why does somebody's melanin content matter at all?
dude, it's more about like where they came from. Okay, if they have more melanin in their skin, they're probably more likely to came from a black family, right?
But if they came, so it's about culture more.
Yeah, it's about culture more. How about that?
Okay, so then, but why is then the hiring quotas not on culture? Why is it about race?
They're related, obviously.
Oh, they are? So, for example, there's more blacks that have come voluntarily than from slavery in this country. So what, from the Caribbean islands and from West Africa. So it's actually not about culture where they came from, is it?
Ooh. More have come voluntarily than through slavery.
I'm shocked
What are you shocked about?
that you said their voluntary came to
Yes,
the U.S.
no, since you know that more blacks in this country have voluntarily emigrated in the last 30 years than that came via slavery. That is a fact.
Oh my God.
What is
I'm just a bit.
If America's so terrible, why would they be coming?
I'm just a bit stunned.
do numbers bother you or something?
No,
or
no,
like,
honestly,
you do
didn't
know
the
that
fact.
there are blacks in this country that voluntarily have come here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and there's more of those that came than via slavery.
Liberals hate facts and they hate numbers. It's all about feelings.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
And then, so how does that
then
relate to the?
what does the skin color tell you? If LeBron James's kid is in class with you, what does that tell you about him?
LeBron. I don't know what
Exactly. So
like he brings out
that
okay.
he's a son of a rich basketball player. Like
No, okay. He brings out okay, what is it? He can bring out opinions about how does it feel to be raised in a black family?
What's it like being raised by a billionaire? Yeah.
That is different.
That's the point. Is that every individual is different. I don't want to go towards a tribal based of trying to get people into institutions.
Mm-hmm.
And so, affirmative action at its core is tribalism.
Okay.
It's we're going to have a certain tribe have preference over the individual, And that is against the American
Tribal based.
The three promises of America are e pluribus unum, out of many one, liberty, and in God we trust. E pluribus unum is the one that it doesn't matter your skin color, we should have a preference on you as an individual, not what tribe you're from.
But hey, college is about a place where you learn. All right, it's all about like to improve improve your critical
I agree.
thinking. Yeah, and diversity helps on that.
Okay, I believe ideological diversity does, and I'm not against different
Diversity,
skin colors.
no,
If you've ear-
diversity
if
helps
you
on
have
that.
earned yourself to come into the institution, of course you should
And then
be there.
affirmative action is has a base minimum requirement of at least 3.2, 3.3 for
Yeah,
Harvard, for all the Ivy League.
The base is pretty low.
And then they
The Harvard case taught us a lot
it's
about
not
how whites and Asians were the most discriminated against in particular. Yeah.
I'm not feeling discriminated because I wanted to go to a college campus where it's very diverse.
Oh, okay, and so that's actually, we have clarity but not agreement.
Okay.
You would rather have a diverse college campus.
Uh-huh.
I would rather have an excellent college campus.
I personally
You can't have
think,
both.
I personally think
You have
that
to
the
choose.
most diverse
I would
campus would be the most excellent.
No, it might be
campus.
the most fun or the most interesting, but there's no example where you put
And,
race. No, can you give me an example where race is prioritized and excellence is achieved?
There's not.
Yeah, it doesn't exist, right?
Oh, woo! Race is prioritized and excellence is achieved.
So as Harvard, and that's fine. We have clarity. I'm not even making you feeling bad. You just have to be clear what you want. I think that we should try to be the best in all that we do, regardless of what skin color achieves. If that means 100 Asians are going to be in every Harvard math class, so be it. If that the essence should be a prioritization on competency and merit, not on just everyone. Oh, we have a beautiful, everyone.
Competency and merit.
Looks different but thinks the same. And that's what college has become, where everyone looks different but they think the same.
They do
and we call
not
it diversity.
think the same.
Well,
and we call that diversity.
Well, I'm sorry? Largely on college campuses, they are rather ideologically homogenous.
No,
they
they're
are.
not. People came from different countries. People come from
okay, but
different
let's just
backgrounds.
look at this college. I don't want to speak for, but the vast majority of American colleges, over 90% of professors are registered Democrats.
90% of college professors are registered Democrats. What does that tell you about what's going on college campuses? Diversity of thought? I think not.
Do you guys think that's rather true at this university? Okay. That's not ideological diversity if 90% of your professors are registered Democrats.
Well, there is a reason why most professors are Democrats, because they're much more educated and they're thinking that.
So
yeah, well.
So
how about you explain to me why aren't
because they're in an ideological bubble.
No. Why aren't professors Republicans?
Well, because
why aren't majority
why?
professors
Because we Republicans are too busy building the businesses to pay the taxes to fund this place. That's why.
That is. And you made a.
We don't have time to go talk about North African lesbian poetry all day long.
I never talk about that.
Well, I'm just saying, if you go look at what half the people at these universities are publishing, it's complete rubbish, it's complete trash. We as conservatives want to get out of college as quickly as possible into the real world to create value and build a family. And it's not an accusation, it's just that liberals gravitate to the comfort and the ideological homogeneity that the university presents.
Like I said before, Charlie Kirk is the man. I love how he dismantles that woke Asian college student with clarity and calmness and facts. All right, guys, that's it for today's show. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you next time.